Friends, Junior Stags with Building Your Bid Calling Chant Part 4. I told you in the first episode that what my plans were is after I got the foundation, the fundamentals that we need to covered in those first 3 episodes, that I would turn to more of a request style basis. And we are right in the middle of competitive auctioneering season, and I've had several folks call me and ask, Junior, I'm entering my first contest, what do you recommend? Well, I'm going to try my best to cover a few points that I hope and I think will help you with that first contest and get that first contest under your belt. The first thing that I did, the first contest I entered, I basically didn't know anybody in the room. So what I tried to do is I tried to do a little research on the association itself, try to familiarize yourself with some names that are going to be at the association event. That way, when you walk into the room and you're like I was and you didn't know a person in the room, at least you could go up and see a face that you somewhat recognize. When the first contest I did was the Tennessee Auctioneers Association, and we were fortunate enough to have a couple IEC champions and an NAA past president in the room. So being able to go up to those folks, and even though I didn't know them, but being able to go up to those folks and say, hey, my name is Junior, I'm from Puryear, Tennessee, I'm a new member to the association. It's an icebreaker for you, and you want to be able to do that. The second thing is know your items. Most contests will require you to bring 2 or 3 items of a $25 value. That is going to differ a little bit from competition to competition. Yes, I'm recording it, honey. This is my Building the Bid Calling Chant page. Okay? You want to come over here and tell everybody hi? And then I got to get back to work.
No, I want to be able to show.
Do what?
I want to be able to move.
Okay. But the second thing is knowing your items. Is knowing your items. Hey guys, this is Savannah Kate. She's been goofing off a little bit today. We're out at the farm. She's going to goof off a little bit. She loves to be on camera. But here, do Daddy a favor and just look over there and tell them who you are real quick.
My name is Savannah.
Can you do the Adel Beetle Seedles real quick?
Okay. Adel Beetle Seedle Deedle Edel Effle Deedle Adel HY Adel Dadel Cadel Adel Middle Pedal Keto Adel Essel Tito Yedel Videl W X and Y and the Zedel. So
see guys, you can see how much we practice at the Staggs household. But the second thing is knowing those items that you're going to bring. And that's totally up to you. What I like to do is I like to bring either 3 items that auctioneers can use. And to give you an example, some things I brought, I had once upon a time for, I think it was the Mule Day contest one year, I made an auctioneer's, basically a toolbox box. And it's something you keep in the trunk of the toolbox that had items that we use on a daily basis in the field or whatever, from ratchet straps to wax pens to tape measures and whatever. But or you can do like we have Clifty Farm Country hams are made right here in Henry County, and sometimes I like to take a Clifty Farm Country ham. One of the items that I took at every contest except IEC in my first year was a portable blow-up air mattress, and I would introduce that item, and it gave me an opportunity because I was nervous. I was scared to death, and it gave me an opportunity to give a little one-liner in there, get the crowd to laugh a little bit, and it allowed me to fall back down to where I wanted to be, because the last thing you want to do is come out there, you're going to be nervous, you're going to have butterflies, and the last thing you want to do is to start off an octave or 2 octaves too high, because the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get gassed, and then you're going to sound like a beginner. I've done it. We've all done it. You want to be prepared. The third thing is I would recommend that you practice those items, you practice the description of those items. Keep it brief because those judges are there. It's going to be a long day or a long night for them. So practice those items, your introduction, practice your opening statements as you walk up on the stage, whatever that may be. I'll run through what I've used in the past. I don't want you to copy that, but kind of take your own and make it there, because when you practice that, if you just walk up there and you take 3 items and you stand up there, you're really not projecting to those judges and to those association members that you want to represent their association. And in essence, that's what you're going to be as the champion. If you're fortunate enough to win, you're going to be an ambassador for that association. You're going to be a representative for that association. So what you want to do is you want to make sure it's clean, it's clear, it sounds good, it looks good, it's quick, it's precise, it gets to the point, and that you're passionate about it, because that passion will shine through. And that practice, if you practice those items and that introduction, it's going to show through to those judges and to the association members. So make sure you just go over that. The third thing is And this is a total, it's up to your discretion. But as a representative, as an ambassador of that association, you want to look good. You want to look good. Not all of us. I mean, this is an everyday look for me. The shirt, the jeans, or whatever. But you need to remember, you are going to be a representative, an ambassador for the association. So get cleaned up. Put on your best suit, your tie, and everything. Make sure it's tucked in. Make sure you look good. And don't go up there and just slouch. I mean, go up there and on that stage, you're going to have probably 2 to 3 minutes to really showcase your talent. So make sure you take advantage of that and showcase that talent. And the last thing is, leave it all in the microphone. Leave every bit of it in the microphone. You can't get up. The worst thing that you can do is step off of that stage and say, man, I wish I'd have done better. I wish I would have done better, because if you get up there and in your 2 or 3 minutes you leave everything you've got in the end of that microphone, and when you put that microphone back on the stand, you say, I did everything I did, I gave it 110%. That's all you can do. Nobody can ask anything more of you, because I'll guarantee you this, you're going to be scared. I was scared. I still get scared, but there's nobody in that room that wants to see you fail. Everybody there wants to see you succeed. So get up there and leave it all in the microphone. Have fun with the crowd. Interact with the crowd. Make eye contact with the crowd, and enjoy yourself while you're up there. But I'm going to kind of go over real quick what I've done in the past. Like I say, don't use this word for word, because you want to be somewhat original. You can take it and spin it your own way. But here's kind of what I do. And when I walk up on stage, you're going to be introduced as contestant number whatever. I use contestant number 7. I like the number 7. So when the MC of the event says, and now, ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 7, walk up on the stage, take the microphone, and simply say, good evening, friends and fellow auctioneers, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Junior Staggs. I am contestant number 7, representing Doug Taylor Auction Service in Puryear, Tennessee. Before I get started with my portion of the contest, I want to take a moment to thank the Georgia Auctioneers Association, or the Tennessee Auctioneer, wherever you're at, to thank the association for hosting this event and giving us a platform to showcase our talents. With that being said, friends, it is time for my portion of the auction, and I brought 3 great items to sell for you. My first item is lot number 7A, and it is a dynamo. Label maker right here, ready to label anything you need, and he'll give $500. Did you notice I asked for $500 for a $25 item? Because it's going to happen, and guys are going to tell you, they're going to, if you've got a $25 item and you ask for $25 and somebody says yes, uh-oh, what are you going to do? You're going to be hung out there. 25, 30, 30, 30. You're going to be asking for 30 the whole night. So ask for a high number, ask for $100, and then back down, and then at that point, you can showcase your talent. It doesn't hurt while you're walking around to find another person who's participating in the event and ask them, hey, do you mind bidding on an item of mine? I'll bid on an item of yours. And that way you're making that friendship with that individual, you're networking with that individual, and you can help each other out. And that's what it's all about, auctioneers helping auctioneers. So once you sell that item out, you move right on into the next item. You sell that item, move on to the third item. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am Junior Staggs, contestant number 7 from Puryear, Tennessee. So there you've got your opening, you've introduced those 3 items, you've sold those items, you've given your closing, and you walk off. Now, you'll always want to request a judge's scorecard and see what the judges are going to be scoring on, because I don't always use a closing. All in, all done, fair warning, whatever. Hammers high, some type of closing, but on some Georgia judges' scorecards, I think the IEC scorecard is what most of them are molded after. That closing is very important. But make sure you take a look at that judge's scorecard. Make sure you practice those items, and make sure you have fun. That's what it's all about. If you lose the thing, don't think you're losing the thing because you've done something that you didn't do yesterday, and that's you put yourself out there in front of those individuals, and you've conquered a fear, if you will. You have taken a step, and you're opening your eyes and your world to new opportunities just by being there. So don't put it all on winning. Just give it 110%. Leave it all in the microphone. And at the end of the night, if you've given it 110%, that's all you can do. But once again, I thank you for tuning in to episode number 4. I'm sorry it's been so long, 9 minutes and 37 seconds and counting. But Savannah Kate wanted to chime in. I love that kid to death, and I wanted her to be a part of it if she could. But make sure you like and share this page if it helped. If it didn't, let me me know that too. Comment below if you have any constructive criticism on something I can do to help you. And as always, share it on your Facebook page and like my Facebook page and share it with others as well. But once again, I'm Junior Staggs with Building Your Bid Calling Chant. I'll see you next time, and good luck in those competitions.